So they were saying to him, "Where is your Father?" Jesus answered, "You know neither me nor my Father. If you knew me, you would know my Father also." So there is a group of people there that he's speaking to that don't know. They don't know Jesus. They don't know his ways. They don't know his principles. They're contesting him. But why don't they know? They're hearing the same stories that everybody else is hearing. Why don't they know and the other people do know? Let's read verse 21. I didn't write it down here. I'm going to grab it. John chapter 8, verse 21. Getting the right chapter here. Then Jesus said again to them, "I go away, and you will seek me, and you will die in your sin. Where I am going, you cannot come." Okay? So right now, this maybe doesn't make a lot of sense, but I'm going somewhere. I'm going to play this back in, and it's going to make more sense. I'm just giving you the converse of what we have as believers. Okay? So I'm showing you what the unbelievers have, and then I'm going to show you what the believers have. Okay? So what Jesus is saying, he says, look, you guys that don't believe me and don't believe in me don't know me. And because you don't believe in me and you don't know me, you're going to die in your sins. Let's get down to verse 24, same chapter, chapter 8. So repeat, Jesus says, "Therefore I said to you that you will die in your sins. For unless you believe that I am he, you will die in your sins." So we know that if you believe in Jesus, you're going to heaven, right? So that's what he's saying. But in here, he's saying more than that. So we're going through life, and it's like, Lord, how do I know when I'm supposed to? How do I know when I'm not supposed to? So I'm just going to back out. I'm going to use myself here. I turned 42 years old last week.
Yeah.
Is that how old I am now?
Mm-hmm.
Anthony says I do this a lot. I've done it a lot by myself, in my bedroom and out in my yard, laying in the grass and in the car and everywhere else, but not in a forum like this. So this is probably the 11th or 12th time that I've ever spoken publicly about the Bible or any other thing, right? But I have never not preached the gospel. I'm not different now than I have been the first 40 years of my life. But I am exercising what I believe that whole time. Season. But I didn't change. The season and what I'm doing changed. But I didn't change. I was born with the gift to teach and preach and give these things. People say I'm good at it, and I do it, and I can explain it, and whatever. It's been in me all of my life. But now I'm getting to exercise that. Okay? So John chapter 8, verse 31. So Jesus was saying to those Jews who had believed him. So we didn't leave the chapter. Nobody left, went home, and come back another day. This is the same day. I'm skipping a lot of scriptures because I got like a few minutes left. But Jesus is now saying to those who believed him, he said, if you continue in my word, then you are truly disciples of mine. And you will, what?
My disciple.
It's a different version.
Hey,
Oh, know the truth.
So, I was fortunate in recognizing and receiving Jesus at a very early age. So from that time until now, all I could do is continue in the Word. You're going to preach the gospel. You're going to speak to people. You're going to write. I can give my testimony. That'll probably take a long time. We won't do that now, but you're going to write. You're going to do all these things. for 40 years. When, Lord? When? Will they ever let me? I mean, so many times in my life I've get called on Saturday that plans change on Sunday. And you ain't preaching no more. I'm just like, it's ridiculous. But man didn't do that. God did that. So that couldn't change the believing in me. Those people rejecting me hurt me, and it hurt, and it took me a while to get over it, and I had to forgive them and all the things that we go through, but the believing in me never changed.